South Jersey bad boys.
I was not expecting the baritone.
Yeah, I whipped it on out. Something's got to change here. We had the South Jersey bad broads on the last episode, so this time around,
we got a lot to catch up on, guy. I haven't seen you in a few weekies.
Yeah, I'm actually gay now, so
really?
this is. I decided
you weren't before?
No, I was in the closet.
Always dressed like that.
I just always dressed like that, and now I'm fully out, bitches.
Yeah,
I am.
Slay, Danny, slay.
Slay, Danny. Yep, I'm coming into some money too. I can't.
And you're coming into some guys.
Yeah. Come on now. We're back and we're letting it rip.
Oh yeah, let them fly early on the party.
Yeah, I'm coming into some money. I'm just waiting for that lawsuit with Lizzo to get settled out here. I was one of her backup dancers.
How about Lizzo? So I saw an article that she was forcing dancers to eat a banana that was shoved up a stripper's vagina.
Yeah, she was forcing her, which are basically her employees. Like, who's bitching about that type of
it's just some good
team building?
Yeah, team building fun.
Yeah,
my God, a bunch of rats going to HR.
I wish I had team building exercises that were, ping pong shows at strip clubs.
Lizzo just stands for never skipping a meal.
Yeah.
She's like, come on, that's good food. There's starving kids in Africa that would love that vagina covered banana.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck like a hot fudge banana with a cherry on top or a little sundae. No, we want some chlamydia.
That banana was touching a cherry.
Yeah, talk about a banana split going right between those vertical lips.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, what would they honestly be so fit? Like, they are livid. Her backup dancers, all three of them that are filing this lawsuit.
Oh, it's only three?
It's three of them that are filing a lawsuit against her and her lead dancer, I think.
Man, that's so funny. Like, you would think if there's only three backup dancers that Lizzo would pick people that she's pretty close to. The fact that all three of them, clearly.
Have you seen her backup dancers? They all look like spitting images of her. There's no way those were her best friends growing up. That'd be so funny.
Well, it makes sense that they're complaining about being overworked if they look exactly like Lizzo. That's where she made a mistake. Not everyone can handle that many steps.
It involved a banana too. They were pissed that Lizzo was trying to get them to eat healthy. Is that what it was? It's like, how about we have a banana this time at the strip club?
Come on with the fruit, Lizzo.
Yeah.
Come on.
Take back the ice cream. Get that fucking pizza out of here. We're eating bananas out of these snatches. And they're like, what the fuck?
It kind of makes me like Lizzo a little bit more, actually.
Yeah. I kind of respect her a little bit more.
Respect her a little more. Mm-hmm. Just for going out there, having some fun. And apparently working hard. I mean, you're dancing.
Yeah.
You're dancing.
It's just a power move. Like, she's really throwing her weight around. I love it. Yeah. It's like, we're eating bananas now.
Yeah.
It's like the most hypocritical thing. Like, it's just,
we're
going to eat, and they're like, no, she can't be serious.
Well, I can see now if there was a banana that was recently up a vagina, how some employees might get disgruntled.
Yeah, there's always that possibility. It was a risk. It was a risk.
Yeah.
Now, did they eat it? I mean, this is like playing. You ever play Ookie Cookie as a middle schooler?
Speaking of a banana that looks like a vagina, I love your shirt right now.
And look,
bright and yellow.
I got yellow. Got a little hot dog on it. That's
Johnny's hot dog.
Hot dog Johnny's. Ever been there? This isn't South Jersey. It's in Buttsville, New Jersey.
Buttsville,
dude. It's the best hot dog stand you will ever go to. Next time you go up to the University of Scranton, stay on the New Jersey side all the way up. You go up like Route 33 or something. It's near the Delaware Water Gap on the Jersey side. It's literally on the side of the road. It's been there forever.
Buttsville.
In Buttsville. Buttsville is a town probably the size of my hemorrhoid, but they have
Speaking of Buttsville.
Yeah,
nice hemorrhoid in Buttsville.
That's what they call Buttsville, my hemorrhoids.
But yeah, Buttsville sounds like a place I wanted to visit in college.
Yeah, buddy.
Come on, dog.
Get your hot dog between some buns up there.
Oh yeah, down in Buttsville.
Yep. And great hot dogs, old school kind of place. Tastes like cigarettes a little bit.
Tastes like cigarettes.
Yeah, let me turn that.
Sorry, I was just gonna do that so I could put this.
Oh yeah, I forgot that mic was hot. Let me turn that
off.
Hot mic. Hot mic, Hot
Dan, hot new shoes.
Yeah, hot Dan, hot gay sex. Yeah, we it's been a little bit since we both been on here.
I know, man. We've been pretty busy it's been a busy summer for us.
It really has been. What's been taking up your time recently?
Well, I got the kid now.
Yeah,
you know how those,
some say that.
Those kids be.
I know how they get. Yeah, you can probably hear them screaming through that door.
You know how they be. He been tripping, dude, lately. He's really been tripping. He's been he's been fired up. He's been he's been a little fussy. We're watching a dog this week, and that's been a lot. So we got 2 dogs in the house.
Damn.
Not sleeping much. I'm up all night letting dogs out, tending to babies. I got my bitch wife yelling at me.
Damn. This is all just hit you so hard. Everything. Oh, yeah. This is all alleged, but it's as alleged as a banana at a
Sam's
Lizzo
listening
show.
To the program, we have just decided that we only refer to our wives as our bitch wives.
Yeah, it's kind of like a shtick.
Let the record show it's a shtick.
Yeah, yeah. One of these days, I'm going to be brought to court and be like, "You've called your wife a bitch on a podcast about 477 times."
Well, you guys can't take a joke?
Yeah, you can't take a joke, dude.
God.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, it sounds like you're about to pick up a coke addiction. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Honestly, yeah, I could use a pick me up. I could
pick me up. Need a little bit of coffee. Yeah,
a little coffee, a little Adderall.
A little coffee is all you need.
Yeah, dude. It's been a lot.
Damn.
It's been a lot, man. Having a kid is no joke.
Yeah, and it's
Daddy's tired.
Daddy's tired. It's like I always wonder because I've never been to the point of exhaustion from all of those things combined, and this all just hit you like so recently, all at once, like everything. So yeah, you really got to like figure out how to handle it. Some people do coke, other people eventually just resent a lot of things.
I'd like to look into this. That just reminded me. I flipped on Matt McCusker. He just released his new special today. Shout out to McCusker. He doesn't know me at all, but I'm a fan. And I was watching some of his special, and he talks about having a kid and how the lack of sleep. He's like, it literally like has caused me brain damage. It's not funny. And I had never heard somebody bring it up that way. But I remember when I shot that indie horror film years ago with my buddies, The Night They Knocked.
Yeah.
It was a 12-day shoot. I was on for all 12 days, but I could only get off work like 5 of those days. So the rest of the time I had to work during the day, and then we shot overnight all night.
Really?
And I had to go into work.
Holy shit.
And I like did that, I think, for probably like 5 or 6 days. But by the last day when I was we had just wrapped up shooting, and then I was in the office that day, and I was like, I just got to make this the last day. I was so tired sitting in my desk that I started to like, I was falling asleep. I'm like, all right, just get up. And so I started to walk to the vending machine. I almost was passing out as I was walking.
Holy shit.
I was so tired. My brain was literally just shutting off.
Just like,
and I couldn't control it. I was like slapping myself in the face. I'm walking around, and I'd like dip out.
Holy
like
shit.
as it was honestly terrifying. So I had to go to my buddy who worked in the office with me. And I go, dude, it's a long story. I've been shooting this indie film, for the past couple of days, and I haven't slept in like 2 weeks. And he lived like 5 minutes from the corporate office.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, can I just go over to your house over lunch and literally just sleep on your couch? I got to pass out for like an hour over lunch. So I went and like just slept on his couch and he had roommates and stuff. So they like came home. They were like, yo, who the fuck is sleeping on our couch? And I'm like, sorry guys, just catching a couple Z's here before I get back to the office. And I thank God made it home, but when I was driving home, nodding out, and it was bad, dude. And I swear to God, I think that it fucked up my brain for a while. Like I felt like damage,
a fogginess.
Yeah, I felt like there would be times later on where I would feel that sensation that my brain was like about to shut off like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
You just go full Joe Biden.
Like when
oh shit,
yeah, dude.
It's happening.
Full Mitchie McConnell, dude.
Yeah.
I was about to just shut down.
Mitchie McConnell's the perfect.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He fucking rebooted.
Yeah, the lady went up and touched his hand, and he just went like this, and it was it's like you were literally hearing the dial-up connection restart a little bit.
You heard the AOL noise in the background.
Yeah. You just got an away message. Yeah. Jeez, I can't say that I have ever felt that point. Like, I've gotten really tired at night and can fall asleep so fast. Absolutely. I can count the amount of times I've taken a nap like that, like a nap on purpose, on one hand.
Yeah.
I was never a nap guy, never liked sleeping.
Oh, I can nap.
I
love a good nap.
I've never gotten to the point.
My problem is I can't wake up after a nap. If I nap, I nap hard.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I'm asleep for 5 hours, and I wake up and I'm like, fuck, and then I can't sleep for the rest of the night.
My bitch wife loves taking naps, and whenever she does, she gets up and feels all groggy or worse than like when she went to go sleep. And I'm like, this never works out for you. It's not exactly, making me feel like it's a good idea. So I just never have.
It is. There's something about a siesta where it's tough to wake up out of that to fully come back from it. After a couple hours, you feel great, but then you just know, depending on how long you napped for, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Huh. So, yeah, is it worth it? I don't know.
Damn, that's wild.
I think that the move is to just go to bed early, but what fucking losers are doing that?
Who the fuck is going to do that? Yeah.
Here's my thing. You get home from work, you're working all fucking day, and then you only have a couple hours left to chill before you got to get up and repeat it again. And if you don't like your job, I'm like, dude, I don't want to just call it a night and just go to bed. I'm trying to take advantage of these last couple hours, live my life.
Yeah.
Watch some Netflix, eat some shitty food, drink some wine, and pass the fuck out.
Yeah. No, I always try, and I think about that all the time of like any given day, 24 hours. Let's say you sleep 8 hours. Like there's 8 immediately. What is that? A third of the day you're asleep? And they say for most people's lives, on average, will sleep for around a third of their entire lives, because if you pan that out. But 8 hours, immediately done. You got to work for 8 hours. There's 16 out of 24. Yeah. You got 8 hours.
And then if you have a commute. Yeah. And then by the time you get home, you're like, dude, I got a couple hours for me to like, whatever your life is. If you have kids, you don't have kids, to cook food, eat. Yeah. Try to get a workout in if you didn't have time.
Yeah, working out, do other things.
Do anything personally that you would like to do, read or watch a show. Yeah. You barely got time for anything. It fucking stinks, dude.
Well, that's why I think it's like Mark Cuban, though, he like bought one of the most expensive American Air lifetime first class things, or like a private jet, like whatever he bought. He talks about it all the time because he said the most valuable thing to him is his time. So putting in like a couple $100,000 when that's like literally all he had, he spent all of it on this lifetime American Air pass of some sort. He's like, it was the wisest investment because it saved him so much time that he could get
American Air pass.
Like there was a pass like years ago. This was probably in the early
to fly
in the early 90s. It might have been some type of private thing, first class. I forget exactly what it was.
So he could just stroll right through.
Yeah, he could just whatever he got like eliminated so much time out of just flying normally.
That seems worth it if you fly a lot.
Yeah, and for work, he was just like, if this helps with time, like time is my most valuable thing, so I need to get anything that does that. And now he spends his time listening to horrific pitches on a cable TV show.
That's right.
But he's probably making fucking bank doing that. But yeah, between that and now I just get so much tired because of all the edibles and marijuanas I smoke.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. It is funny being around some of Rachel's friends, though, and she talks about that New Year's Eve where I allegedly took the mushrooms, the edibles.
It's crazy that you just dive in all at once.
And gin, all of that. And she was telling the story, and it was so fucking funny. She murders with this story, telling people how she got so fucking mad at me because I never tell her, and she has to slowly find out that I took something. She's like, yeah, he's just sitting there, and then all of a sudden his eyes get bloodshot, and he won't stop laughing. And she hates when I laugh. She can't stand the sound of me giggling. Yeah. She gets fucking livid.
Yeah, she didn't like to see you having fun.
Yeah. So she was screaming at me. She's like, what did you take? Did you do those mushrooms? She's like losing her mind, but in my head, all I saw and heard was, did you take those mushrooms? It's all slow motion to me. It's just fucking like
slow motion for me.
Yeah.
Slow motion for me.
What? I wish I could just see life in that of just slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah. If only we could just turn back time.
Walk away. Is that
Cyndi
the right
Lauper?
song?
I don't know.
If I could turn back time.
It might be Cher.
You're way off.
It might be Cher. I said Cyndi Lauper. Like, Cyndi Lauper is my go-to guess on anything.
If I could turn back time. Is that Cher?
Yeah. It's like a shared. No, it's like if Creed was doing a cover of Cher. That would be perfect.
I know. All my impressions are Creed.
And no matter what it is, it comes out. So an impression of Bill Clinton.
Yeah. It's like, I did not have sex with that woman. Dude, you're doing Creed again.
We are going to start that Creed
I did not have sex with that woman in the White House. Welcome to my dick. I'll show you everything. With ass wide open. That was
With
our hit
ass
single.
wide open.
Ass wide
That's
open.
right.
Shout out to Polly Cars.
Polly Cars, yeah.
Who will probably be seeing this evening.
We will be seeing. We're
Hit
going
up
to be
a little tap room open Mikey.
Yeah, if anybody ever wants to catch us or any of the other 50, 60 mentally unwell lunatic comedians in the area, the tap room in old Haddon Heights. I think it's Haddonfield.
Yeah, technically it is.
Yeah.
Are any of the
Wednesday nights? Yeah.
Any of the boys going to be there tonight?
I'm not sure.
Well, is Montague? Is Jerry Montague? Is his Helium?
I think
tonight?
Jerry's thing is tonight at Helium, so a few of those fellers went over there.
Mike Persons?
Yeah, I think Mike Persons probably went over there. So did Jimbo Slice. But yeah, I think the rest of them, anybody else that's not all there in the head, will be at High Note Humor. I was actually just over there last week, Friday. I had an old dentist appointment, and I hated the dentist where it's like such a like commonly talked about, like probably hack at this point, but you're laying back and they try and like have a conversation with you
while they're like in your mouth.
Yeah, they have like two fists in their mouth and they're like having a conversation with a mask over top of like a shield.
Yeah.
And I can't understand a fucking word they're saying. I just nod them to death just like I do my bitch wife. I'm like, yep, and then afterwards they're like, okay, so we're gonna schedule for this filling, this. I was like, the what? Now I have to go back for a fucking filling. Yeah, it's just that's nice though because they get to numb your entire mouth.
Yeah. Get a little hit of that stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and sneak some of that out in my pocket as well.
There you go.
But I just figured I'd try and just hold eye contact for as long as possible. And the hygienist was like, "Is this guy just staring at me?" It was a whole stare battle.
Yeah, the hygienists are typically hot.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
and that's just a stone cold fact. I haven't been to the dentist in a while.
Yeah,
but as a young man going to the dentist office, you always look forward to the hot hygienist.
Yeah, until they get that fucking metally water tube in there.
Yeah, they start picking at you.
I always want to know what the
Your gums start bleeding. It's a little embarrassing.
Dental hygienists love blood. Like, they belong in an indie horror movie because they just want to see it fucking gushing.
God.
They love seeing blood. It's like just gets them off. But
Don't dentists have like one of the highest rates of suicide for some reason?
Dentists and lawyers, I think. I don't know about hygienists, but I think dentists in general. The old DDS.
It's funny, like dentists.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
They could just go sit in their own comfy leather fucking chair and take a hit of laughing gas.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that. Like, why dentists over regular medical doctors?
Yeah, I wonder if that is the case. If it's dentists and specifically what would drive them to that. And how they would do it. I guess they got access to all the good drugs too.
We'll get a dentist on the program.
Yeah, if any dentists out there want to call in, let us know. Oh, and Anthony did call in. Our Eagles correspondent he's getting primed. He's priming himself up.
He's been shooting some messages.
Oh yeah,
to the page. Yeah,
dude, he left us a voicemail, which anybody can do, by the way. 856-617-4626.
Tell us what's in your ass.
Tell us what's in your ass. He called in. Didn't have much to say in a minute and a half long voicemail. However, I did encourage him to call back. Preseason for the Birds is going to be starting up soon.
Dude, I am jacked up about the Birds. I really am.
Yeah, I haven't been following anything in the off season.
I haven't either, but just, when you get that tingly feeling in your balls, like, fall's coming up and football season's coming up. And
pumpkin spice is around the corner.
Spice.
You're gonna get to go in some pumpkin patches with the old boy and woman.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm gonna be exhausted, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna be going fucking hayrides just wanting to just feel something again.
I don't mind a pumpkin patch, but yeah, it's just with the baby, there's so much. Even doing the simplest thing, there's a lot of prep work. Yeah. You got to pack. Mm-hmm. There's the bottle. You got the diapers. You got the wipes. You got a different outfit. You got a stroller. You're like, gee. By the time you get out the fucking door,
you have nowhere to put your flask at that point. Like, you got to find somewhere.
Well, I put that in his diaper. Yeah.
Like, why is that guy just wringing out his son's diaper into his mouth?
Yeah.
And it somehow smells like Pinnacle whipped vodka. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. It's supposed to, the alcohol for the butt,
shoot her on up there just a little.
Kills the germs.
Yeah, just get it right on up the chute there.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at what's happening here in New Jersey. Oh, this is
what's going on in Jersey this week?
What's going on? There's always something happening in Wildwood. Most recently, Wildwood, New Jersey mayor has been sentenced in a federal tax fraud case.
Really?
Yeah, Mayor Pete Byron learned his fate before a federal judge in Camden. He is now ordered to pay a $20,000 fine and 3 years probation.
20,000. It doesn't sound like that much.
No, especially for all of the taxes that he's evaded. He just
just hasn't been paying his own taxes.
He didn't pay tax for something that he made like He made $40,000 in 2017 and 18 and never reported it to the IRS. But he also
that's light work, dude. I thought it was going to be a bigger scandal than that.
Yeah,
like he was stealing from taxpayers more.
Yeah. Well, there is some more. His legal troubles aren't over, and he refuses to resign as mayor. He's entrenched with a few other folks who are being accused of official misconduct, theft by unlawful taking, tampering with public records, and falsifying records.
There we go. That sounds like the Wildwood mayor that I would expect.
That is the guy that I would elect to office in Wildwood.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I love how it says theft by unlawful taking. Is there a theft by lawful taking? Can you steal something that you can legally take?
Yeah. Legally, I could do that.
Yeah, legally I can
Theft by unlawful taking. Huh.
Theft by unlawful taking. Now, tampering with records, commendable. Official misconduct? Don't know. But this is somebody who refuses to step down as mayor. Can you impeach a mayor? I don't know. But it's classic Wildwood. You wouldn't see this in Cape May.
Yeah, what can you do if a mayor's acting up like that? Can you... does somebody impeach them, or do they just have to step down? Or
yeah, I don't know how that works. I feel like that if a mayor did something to the point
in Wildwood, they just dump them out in the ocean and they go, don't come back to the island.
Yeah, they just throw them in the bay and they just say, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Do you see that guy getting arrested in Wildwood a week or two ago in the water?
My aunt, who lives down there, said she saw the whole thing.
Oh, was she the one that took that video?
I don't know if she was the one that took the video, but she said she saw him. The police were chasing him, ran into the water.
Oh shit!
And they were like, "Dude, like, what are you gonna swim to Europe? Like, you got to come back here eventually." And he like tried to deke them out, like swam under the water, and then went a different direction as if like they weren't gonna. Little shark attacked them. I think they got them, and
it's like what you do with your parents at the pool. Like when I was growing up, and you're like, it's time to go, but you'd like duck underwater to see if your mom doesn't see you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what he was trying to pull. And apparently, he's like, this is not like a young teenager or like guy in his early. I think he's like his late 30s or something.
They said that he had like some PTSD of some sort and was stealing a bunch of stuff from cars.
Yeah.
And someone that I know had their car parked there or at a house, and he had his golf club stolen from him.
Is he a veteran? Because I feel like a lot of people are just floating around, well, I got PTSD. And they're like, you didn't even serve.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like,
Well, now PTSD could apply to, going to sex shows with your superstar boss in another country. People just apply. It's that loose, like tie of some popular buzzword type of thing now.
Yeah, it's like when people be like, I'm so OCD.
And most of the time they use it doesn't make sense. Yeah. People saying autistic instead of retarded or other things, which sometimes it does apply.
Sure.
A lot of the cases when people say that I'm probably autistic, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense because it actually fits with the description of it. But you can't just be like, oh, that guy's so autistic. It's like, I don't know. That, and people throw around anxiety and having depression. It's just like, I don't know. Using stuff like that. Buzzwords. People love hurling around buzzwords, but I love nothing more than a criminal mayor in South Jersey. That's something we can get behind on this program. You have our vote, sir.
I like a guy in their late 30s, too, just like, run around, seeing if they can... What are you looking for in these cars? You get a couple people's sunglasses and sell them?
Well, this is what he stole from the guy I know. He went into a garage that was open. Like, the door to the garage was open. He went in and stole golf clubs and then, like, dumped them somewhere. But, like, what are you going to do stealing golf clubs? You're going to go running with a... Fucking caddies can't do that. You're going to go running with a set of clubs?
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you going to go with that? Yeah.
Then go swimming in the ocean as find your getaway boat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump in there. Oh, it would have been great if he stole that lifeguard wooden boat that weighs like 1,200 pounds. You ever see those suckers that are sitting on the beach? Man, better those than fucking.
He just castawayed it.
Yeah,
just went out there and just floated back to shore.
He has the oars. Those lifeguards, as big and ripped and muscular and sexy as those guys are, they can't fucking control those boats. They hit a wave, they get pushed back 10 feet. They got to have 3 guys on there.
He just better hope that he washes up in some boat, finds him, and he's got a whole thing of golf clubs. And they're like, hey, pick him up.
Yeah. Pulls out a Wilson golf ball and he calls it Wilson.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a life I'm looking for right there.
Yeah. What is like really like the Wild West down there?
It really is. Yeah. That's the way we like it here at the Jersey Shore, though. And I haven't been to the Jersey Shore yet this summer. Have you been anywhere?
Have I been? No, not really.
No, I haven't, and I don't know if I am, because now we're going on we're fleeing the country for a week, and then we come back, and then we're going to the Outer Banks. I think I was talking about it before. I mean, we were there last year, going again this year. You just don't have to like pay so much to rent houses down there because their taxes aren't as high as Jersey Beach houses are.
Yeah, Jersey Beach houses are insane.
Given there's not as much to do down there as there is at the Jersey Shore, but like, you know, there's enough to keep yourself occupied.
Yeah,
Definitely. Speaking of shore towns and some water activities, they are selling Tony Soprano's boat from the Sopranos show. You remember that? You ever watched The Sopranos?
Oh yeah, where they
Stugatz.
They whacked a guy, right?
Yeah, they whacked a guy on there.
Toss him overboard.
Constantly, just Italians love buying plastic tarps and cinder blocks.
Oh
That's they just invest in those 2 things specifically.
It's a great episode.
Love that. Yes. It's a 1999 47-foot boat. They are selling it right now.
47 foot. That's pretty
47-foot Cape Fear in 1999. United Yacht Sales is asking $299,000 for that sucker.
Damn.
Just because of some Tony Soprano used in The Sopranos. You know, there's some North Jersey Italians like, I gotta fucking have that.
This was actually Tony Soprano's, the real guy that played him in the show.
That's exactly what so many Italian people like. That's their hero, and they swear that's
right.
Like, that was me growing up.
Oh yeah, it was totally me.
That was totally me growing up in Long Branch.
Yeah, they looked up, and I think James Gandolfini was very much like a hippie. Like, he was not like that. He didn't talk like that. He was not into.
Played a great actor of a mob guy that owned a strip club.
He was unbelievable.
Yeah. But it's always that, just like how people in Philly, like the South Philly Italians, think that Rocky's like the real fucking
South Philly Italian. Is there anybody that lets you know more where they're from than a South Philly Italian? If you talk to a South Philly Italian, it's coming up in conversation at least once every story.
Yeah.
I'm from South Philly. I'm Italian. So what I said to him was...
Listen, I grew up at 17th and Tasker, so I said they drop the intersection, or just the street names, the cross there. I mean, any person in Philly in general usually does that.
You're like, hey, stop being a dickhead. They're like, I'm a South Philly Italian. What do you expect?
Yeah, I grew up at 5th and Oregon. What do you expect?
We should start doing that as our excuse for being dickheads. But I'm from Audubon, New Jersey. Okay, from South Jersey.
Yeah, from Burlington County. That's how we do things over there. Yeah. Between that, it's up there. South Philly Italians letting you know where they're from. It's up there with Jersey girls letting you know, because that's definitely coming up at least 3 sentences into meeting somebody.
Yeah.
That definitely is. In the most annoying way. Between that, it's Tony Soprano, then Rocky and Philly. Who are some other mythical people that people just swear? Tony Montana from fucking Scarface.
Yeah.
I never understood in the cult fans.
I think he's Colombian too. Like, I don't even think he's Italian.
Cuban. I think he's Cuban.
Oh, right.
He's Cuban in it. But like, people like worshipped him as this, and they constantly had the spray painted shirts with bedazzled stuff on there. Tony Montana being this like god and hero. It's like he like died in a gun blaze, like in his own house, and like lost fucking everything.
I watched Scarface thinking the exact same thing. You would always see the T-shirts on the boardwalk, and everybody had the posters in their room. And then eventually, I was like, let me check out this Scarface movie, and I watched it, and it's kind of like bad.
Yeah,
it's kind of bad. I mean, he comes over, he like kills a dude, and he gets It's kind of boring. Like, he gets powerful, and then at the end he just has a lot of money, a lot of coke, and he goes out guns a blazing.
Yeah. It's usually, and I think it's just all of the.
And you're like, why was this such a pivotal role?
I think it was a pretty terrible movie all around, but was just like this is at the time, and there was all this like gangster mob stuff, and it's this guy that's just on coke shooting guns, and I guess when it came out, there was nothing else like that, and it just became, you know, what it is.
There's something that dudes love about a guy that starts from the bottom and comes over and all of a sudden rises up to the ranks of becoming like a king like that. Yeah. They feel like, I could fucking do that.
I can definitely have a hot tub as my bathtub, and I'll just scream obscenities at my wife until she divorces me and takes all my shit. That's what I fucking want.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound like a bad plan, to be honest, but let's see. This is one that's been making its rounds. You've probably seen this story. A man who spent $14,000 to transform himself into a collie steps out for his first time ever in public.
Into a collie?
This is a costume that he spent $14,000 on so that he could become a collie.
That is a costume?
That is a $14,000. That is a man underneath of
You
that.
gotta be shitting me, dude. Holy hell.
That is a man in a dog costume.
That is the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
And he said that, you know, I don't think anybody should be stopped from fulfilling the dreams that they had as kids. And
it took 40 days to create?
Yeah.
Not a bad turnaround time. My contractors took 6 months to do my kitchen. This guy turned himself into a collie in 40 days?
Yeah.
What is this, Jesus?
Yeah.
40 days and 40 nights, I'll make you into a collie.
Yeah. Water into wine and humans into dogs.
That is the creepiest shit I've ever seen. What is he just going to stand around and creep up on people?
He literally
licking people's nuts.
He had somebody walking him through a park with a leash on and everything inside of a dog costume. He's like going up to people acting like a dog.
And he walks on all fours?
Yeah, he walks around.
Do they have a video of what this looks like?
Yeah, they do. Let me see.
Because the picture, if you see it looks like a dog, but I got to imagine the video looks absurd. Oh my God, please. Oh my God, that is so fucking creepy, dude. That looks ridiculous, dude. His chest, he's got the chest of a bear.
Yeah.
In a dog's body. Oh my God, what a fucking weirdo,
it's
dude.
It's a Japanese guy.
That makes me sick to my stomach.
He goes by Toko. He's a private citizen. It's helped because it actualizes his dream of becoming an animal. He wanted to keep his identity hidden, though. Let's see what else.
Yeah, well, I think he did a pretty good job of that with the costume, pal.
He said, "Do you remember your dreams from when you were little? You want to be a hero or a wizard," he wrote in the clip, and seemingly unrealistic. I remember writing in my grade school graduation book, I wanted to be a dog and walk outside. He later admitted that he had a vague dream.
In 8th grade?
It's like, yeah, it reminded me of that.
A little old to be wishing you were.
It reminded me of that clip from Step Brothers when they're at the wedding and he's like,
dinosaurs?
Yeah. He's like, I wanted to be a dinosaur. And they said, it's time for you to get a job. You're 18 now.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'll get rid of it for now. I'll go practice medicine for a while and then I'll come back to it.
Yeah. And apparently that was all improv too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking improv speech. Yeah. But he said, when I fulfilled this dream, this is how it turned out. I mean, at least he went balls to the wall and, like, he did it right. It doesn't look shitty. It looks fucking creepy and weird, but...
Yeah, I mean, hey, kudos to you, man. You did a great job, but maybe check out Netflix. There's some interesting stuff on there as well.
Despite garnering online fame with his puppy pursuit, he conceals his unusual proclivities to most of his friends and family. I rarely tell my friends because I'm afraid they think I'm weird. I hate to break it to you, but no matter who you are, I think most people are going to think you're pretty fucking weird. So I don't know if that's like going to be surprising or if they figure it out, they're going to think you're weird. I don't think they think it. I think they know it. I
think you got to chalk up, friends being in your life as a loss. After that one guy.
I just love how he's like, but people should be able to realize that their dreams they had as kids can be fulfilled. It's like, I thought of some crazy shit as a kid that probably should not be fulfilled in life. There's a lot of those, you never thought about whether you could, but you always thought about whether you could, but not whether you should.
Whether you should.
And this is one of those, like, should you have, though?
It's a good example.
Did you have any dreams as a kid that you had that you thought were unrealistic, and now you're like, you know what? Maybe I should chase that dream.
I told my dad I was going to be in the NBA, and
you still have a shot?
He immediately said, no, you won't.
Just by looking at you, I could tell you, no, you're not.
Yeah, he was like, that's impossible. And you know what? He was right.
Now, some people today would have said that is very pessimistic and negative. However, I think the realism is what can kind of keep people a little bit more on a, straight path of life.
Yeah.
You take some beaten paths a little bit, off the beaten path for sure. I've definitely have as well.
Yeah.
It's just there comes a time where if you come across a hooker with a runny nose and a cough, you don't go chasing her, That's what my grandpappy always said.
Yeah, and he never lied.
No, nope.
It's funny we're talking about, we're like, any dreams that you were ever chasing that you thought were, as we're trying to become professional podcasters and comedians?
Yeah. Now, some people say those are realistic and are ultimately going to kill your mental well-being, and we're like, that's already long gone.
Our wives are not two of those people.
Yeah, they're not even here anymore. I don't even know. I haven't seen my bitch wife in days.
Come on, dog.
Yeah. So become a dog, become a collie. But out of all dogs you could pick, you became a collie? I would have gone...
What dog would you have been?
Saint Bernard. Easy peasy.
Yeah, it's a bigger costume to slip into.
It's a bigger costume. It costs a little bit more, but the investment would be well worth it.
I'd be the biggest Shih Tzu of all time.
Oh, fuck. Taking a small dog and making it big?
Yeah, just freak people out.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn, that's not a bad turnaround. Yeah, becoming a Saint Bernard at my size, I'd be an undersized Saint Bernard in this size if I got this in a costume.
Yeah.
I just really want to remake Beethoven. Remember that movie?
They'd be like, why is his wiener so small?
You're like, wow, we didn't realize that dogs had such small penises.
That's how they would catch you. They go, hang on a second, that's a man, baby. That's not a Saint Bernard. That's a man.
Do you think he commits, this guy, and would you commit to the bit where you can't talk? Like, do you think he woofs and growls? And
do I think that guy's committing to the bit? Yeah, dude. I think he's committing to the bit. He made a fucking costume of a border collie in 40 days.
I've been a mascot a few times.
He's pretty serious about it.
I've been a mascot a few times, and you can't talk no matter how badly you want to, even want to yelp out something. I could just see him getting so fucking mad. I would get mad if like people came up and like knew it was a human under there and they were fucking with me. I would like pull somebody aside.
Oh, it used to happen to me, man. I used to work at a kid's party place when I was a teen.
Yeah.
And I would have to dress up as the roller-roo, kangaroo, and I would have to do the cha-cha slide with the kids for their birthday parties.
Really?
And the kids would like talk shit to me while I was in the costume. And I'd have to be like under my breath, be like, I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of you, you piece of shit.
And this was before TikTok dances were a thing.
Before TikTok was a thing, yeah. I was a young man.
How do these kids learn these dances? I was always terrible with it, but I never knew. I had to do the same thing then at the Camden River Sharks. I had to dress as the shark mascot and dance to the fucking Cotton Eye Joe on the top of a dugout.
Yeah, but you definitely liked that.
I definitely like doing that. Yeah. Yeah. And since
you volunteered for that.
Yeah, I actually raised my hand and be like, I'll take that position. And the guy who got paid to do it, they kicked him to the street. I did it for free.
I remember that was my first job in high school, one of my first jobs, and having to do that. There was a bunch of different jobs. You'd have to like guard the playpen or the slide, or I was like the guy in the referee costume that would be in the roller rink that would have to skate around. And then you would eventually have to do that. Sometimes you'd have to dress up like the kangaroo. And I remember being so embarrassed because you work with a bunch of other kids your age.
Yeah.
And being at work and you have to dress up like that for the first time. I remember literally wanting to cry, getting into that thing, being like, dude, I don't want to do this. This is so unbelievably embarrassing. I want to cry right now.
Jesus. And what was the name of the place you did this at? Was this a legitimate business?
I don't want to say. It is a legitimate place of business, just in case anybody that still works there listens to the pod. Oh, I mean, they definitely...
You can kind of narrow down where people dress as kangaroos and playpens. Yeah,
that's a good point. It was called International Sports Center. That's where I used to
over
work.
at Mount Laurel on the Marlton Marne Highway.
I think it was Cherry Hill.
Oh,
I think it was in Cherry Hill.
Was it abbreviated as ISC somewhere? It was an indoor complex?
Yes.
They had indoor soccer and shit?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
They had a bunch of older Mexican gentlemen that had a league in there, a soccer league. They were unbelievable.
I don't think that's a thing anymore there.
Really?
My sister worked there for that building. If I'm thinking of the same place, she worked there. And it's like a camp for underprivileged youth or something, and they use it in the same way. Yeah. But I don't think it's the International Sports Complex or whatever it was called.
It was a cool little compound that they had there.
Yeah.
I mean, they had like a big turf field for soccer and other sports and stuff. They had the roller rink, and then they had like different game, like arcade games and shit.
Yeah.
I used to work the snack bar sometimes.
Sweet.
Pretty sick, dude.
You did it all, dude. Yeah. I've never worked at Chuck E. Cheese, but I've been escorted out of one before. So,
yeah. But that was weeks ago.
Yeah. I told them I worked there, and I would just hide in the ball pit, and then they threw me out. Yeah. And that put a damper.
You laid down flat as possible.
Yeah. It's like they're never going to see me here.
You tried to stay in there overnight.
Yeah.
So that you could just party in there by yourself at night.
I would go up to those fucking...
Get down the slide naked.
Yeah, I go down the slide naked, and they were like, evidence, we'd like to enter into the photos of the suspect's behind. You can see the plastic burns.
Burn all on his nutsack and ass.
You're like, well, what does that have to do with anything? And they show the video. They're like, roll the video.
Yeah.
And there I am going naked down a twirly slide.
You're like, that could have been anybody.
Yeah. Also, sir, we would like they could go up to the judge with like one of the plastic balls. Smell this.
Yeah. Exhibit A.
Yeah. Damn, they would stack that evidence against me so hard.
I remember being the kid that had to skate around too in the referee shirt, and the kids would fall constantly, you know, on the roller skates, and you weren't allowed to help them up because it could be a potential lawsuit. Like they didn't want you to help them up, and then a kid falls again. They go, "Oh, that was your fault." So the kids would fall, and they'd be like, "Help me," and I'd have to be like, "I can't." They'd be like, "I broke my leg," and I have to be like, "Ah, man, you have to walk it off, dude, because I can't touch it, or I got to call an ambulance." So, are you that hurt? Because I just have to stand over them and be like, "That sucks.
Yeah.
Can't do anything. Get up, pussy."
It's like, what do you do dressed as a mascot during that? Just like give him some thumbs up type of thing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I had to do dressed as the mascot Finley down at old Camden River Sharks.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look at another couple things here. This one is right up our alley. You guys know, any frequent visitors or listeners of this program will know how much we love a good funeral. And with the recent Barbie movie coming out, places are coming out of the woodwork with hot pink Barbie themed coffins for sale. Death in plastic, it's fantastic, is what they're calling it.
Wow, they're really capitalizing on this movie. They're like, what else can we market? Let's get on the funeral game.
Yeah, dude, look at those fucking coffins.
God damn. Are they hoping just some like teenage girls die or something? Like,
yeah,
who are they making that for?
They're like, we got to create this TikTok trend of kids to walk on train tracks. And then once they all start dropping like flies,
playing the long game,
we're going to market them a coffin. Yep.
That is disturbing.
Yeah, and they probably got to pay some rights or royalties on these fucking things years after they die and everything.
I wonder how much that cost. Hey, I know that they're dead, but let's make this fun.
Yeah, they're dead. Nothing. If I had a friend that I went to their viewing and they were in a hot pink Barbie
I could see you getting a coffin like that.
I would for fun, just for shits and gigs.
Of course.
But
Rachel would be pissed. She'd be like, "Fucking Dan had to go with the hot pink coffin, and you didn't tell me about it."
Yeah. It's in the. I only had a will written on a napkin, and all it was one bullet point, and it said "hot pink Barbie coffin."
Yeah.
But yeah, some funeral homes are offering this for the love of this Mattel movie. If I showed up to a viewing and my friend had this as a coffin, though, I would kind of be like, yeah, this isn't as sad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It's actually probably good. But yeah, funeral homes in Mexico, El Salvador, and Latin America are launching coffins to the trendy hue.
I'm a Barbie girl, not living in the Barbie world anymore.
No. Let's just pollute the rest of the earth and just put hot pink plastic into the ground.
Yeah, what are you going to do with that?
Yeah, like here's a photo from a funeral of them.
Oh my God, so somebody's actually taking them up on this.
Somebody is actually, and that's really quick too. Like, this Barbie trend, and you started creating these coffins that are pink. Like, literally, the movie came out a week or two ago, didn't it? And now they're just like, oh shit, I should get a coffin. And then they die, and they already have it in their plans to get them a coffin.
Yeah.
If I would have known that you could theme your coffin like this and that this was trendy, I'm always the type of guy that wants to be up on trends, and a trend that's going to look pretty stupid in about 2 months. What else could we theme coffins with at our own funeral supply store called Ralph's Dead
They got to
Bodies?
have an Oppenheimer coffin.
An Oppenheimer coffin, yeah.
Yeah, it just blows up. 20 minutes after you put somebody in it.
It starts lowering it into the ground, and then it explodes, and everyone's take-home little gift bag comes with, body part that comes flying out.
You got to compete.
We got
to compete with Barbie.
There is no such thing as bad PR, and that translates over to exploding caskets at funeral homes. Yeah. Oppenheimer, you got to do it that way.
Are you going to go see that movie?
I honestly don't really know much about what that is. Rachel saw the Barbie movie. I heard the Barbie movie was just like fucking...
Rach said no good?
She liked it.
Okay.
I heard reviews from people in many different spectrums of life that were like, hated it.
I'm amazed at the amount of... I mean, I know that they came out the same weekend and people sort of do that trend where you see it back to back.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed at the amount of dudes that were like, yeah, I'm going to fucking follow through and see Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
It's like to sit through a full movie like that as a joke.
Yeah. You're just sitting there. It's like, this is hilarious, right? I got my costume on, and everybody else in here doing the same thing must think this is hilarious.
Yeah, pretty funny, guy. Now you got to sit through a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
It's a lot of effort.
2-hour movie you just paid $19 to go see in theaters, and it's going to be on Peacock in a week. Yeah.
You spent $50 on popcorn and soda.
Yeah. I don't know how a lot of movie theaters are still in business. They're doing different types of shit. I have some movie gift cards I got to use, so I might use it to go see that. I just don't know. It's about a nuclear bomb going off or something. Like, what's the popularity around that movie? So
Oppenheimer?
much? Yeah.
So it's about the atomic bomb.
Oh, okay.
And the building of it with like the Manhattan Project and like Albert Einstein. And I don't know much about Oppenheimer. I'm assuming he's just the other end of, he's the guy that had to build it.
Interesting. Okay. Huh. Maybe I'll go see that after
I think I don't
Barbie.
know if that's correct. That's my assumption from just like what I've seen about the trailers and stuff. I think Oppenheimer's the guy that helped build the atomic bomb.
Yeah. Huh. We should watch it, and then we should give a review on here. People do come to us for the review. They look to us to influence what decisions they make.
I want to see a good flick.
Yeah. I would always go to... Did you have a preferred movie theater you would go to? I was always a Regal kind of guy.
I still have one. I like this Cinemark in Somerdale, New Jersey.
Oh, that's where Rachel went to go see Barbie.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. I've never been in there.
Let's go see it.
Let's go see it. Let's put on Pink and
let's double down. Get a little double date.
Yeah.
Bring Jack to go see Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah. If we bring Jack with both of us, we can dress him like he's going to see Oppenheimer. We'll dress like Barbie.
We'll put him in a fedora and a suit.
Yeah. And let's go see it in like Cumberland County and just piss off the people down there of like two gay guys with their son seeing Barbie. Oh, some people's heads would fucking explode.
Yeah.
That would be incredible. I need to go see a movie though. Honestly, the only movies I've watched have been on Cinemax at 3 a.m. recently.
More like Skinemax.
Yeah, old Skinemax. What was the one that I saw recently on there? Big Black Chicks on Cracker Dicks. That one was great. I rate that one. It was
going to be like big booty bitches.
Yeah,
or like
big
Latinas. A porno title from the 90s. Yeah, was totally what you were going to pull out.
Star Whores. Yeah. Just the classic porn titles. Do they have porn title generators online that I used to just fucking giggle to myself in the back of study hall in 5th grade laughing at?
Yeah.
But no, I like the Big Black Chicks on Cracker Dicks volumes 1 through 7. Those ones are great.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. How far are we into? We're at like 50 or so minutes. We do have the old high note open mic to get to.
We should probably...
We should scoot and boogie on over there.
Let's work out some material.
Yeah, let's just go up there, talk about our dicks. I'll mention something about shoving bananas up my vagina, and we'll see where things go.
All right.
What else is cooking coming up here? We'll kind of end on, let's see, this is today. If we can get this out.
It's Wednesday, August 2nd. August 2nd. Yeah,
it's August 2nd.
I don't really, this week, I don't have much coming up. And if this comes out Friday, I got Philly's Funniest on August 12th, the quarterfinal round.
I'll be in fucking Portugal from the 10th to the 20th.
Hey, fuck yeah.
We'll see what's going on over there. Apparently, brothels are legal.
Hey, you have to write a review on that.
Yep,
you and Rach.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at Wisecrackers the 18th and 19th featuring for our boy Chrissy Roach.
Chrissy Roach.
Oh, Chris Roach.
There he is,
Yeah.
the guy up at Wisecrackers.
Yes.
Old Chrissy Roach.
So
tattooed to the gills, Chris Roach.
He's tatted the fuck up now, dude.
I love the life changes that he's
So
making.
if you're up by
The Poconos?
up by Wilkes-Barre,
Wilkes-Barre,
come
some
out
people call it.
to the casino. It's
Casino.
Mohegan Sun Casino.
The casino up there in Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, I'll be up there for the weekend, and I'm gonna be bored. So
Fuck yeah. Go on
that
out.
sounds like a shout out to prostitutes. I mean, any fans.
Hit up Craigslist. See what's cooking up there.
Yeah, I will.
Find yourself a mountain girl.
Yeah, mountain ladies.
Less teeth, the better. Yeah. She's
yeah.
got a Dyson on her mouth. That's
Great,
for sure.
great T-shirt. Less teeth, the better.
The less teeth, the better.
New merch.
Damn, there's some new merch. South Jersey.
South Jersey bad boys.
Yeah. We got to get some merch going. Send us a text or a voicemail or a nude photo of your ex-boyfriend. 856-617-4626. South Jersey Boy Bad Boys at gmail.com. We'll see you later.